Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Sahmirulzaman Bin Samsudin. My mention number is 263528. Today, I will be presenting a speech entitled The Benefits of Wearing Eco-Friendly Clothing. So let's begin. What are the basic things that you focus on when you hunt for the perfect clothes like dress, suit, or even your daily wear? Let me take a guess. Color, cut, design, style, or maybe fit. These must be the common aspects which influence your purchase decision, isn't it? I know this very well because I'm like that too. But what about the material? Have you ever thought whether your clothes material is eco-friendly or not? Are you aware that clothing industry gives so many impacts to the environment? It is time for us to make a change and be the change. But before we go any further, let me first explain what eco-friendly clothing is all about. Eco-friendly clothing or eco-fashion is about creating clothes that take into account the environment, customers' well-being, and the people's working practices in the fashion sector. The chosen topic is still relevant because people are still not aware about the consequences of wearing non-eco-friendly clothing towards the surrounding regardless of social and environment impacts. So, today, I would like to share on why we should start to wear eco-friendly clothing as it has so many benefits, which are save natural resources, save animal lives, and it also does not support child labor. So, let's dive into the first benefit when you wear eco-friendly clothing. Eco-friendly clothing can save natural resources. You will be shocked to hear that the clothing industry is one of the world's major contributors to the pollutants. The 2017 Pulse of the Fashion Industry Survey has found some fascinating results according to the European Parliamentary Research Service. In 2015, 79 billion cubic meters of water, 1.7 billion tons of carbon dioxide pollution, and 92 million tons of waste were consumed by the global garments and apparel industry. They believe that those numbers will increase by at least half in 2030 if there is still no change in practices by this industry. From farming process to the analysis of the water used and the chemical waste produced during the dyeing process, the fabric we wear has had a major influence on the world. Reused fibers have proven to be a much more practical alternative as they reduce the burden on the virgin capital and tackle the emerging waste management crisis. Since quite a while back, several prominent brands such as Burberry, H&M, and Nike have retained the act of cutting it and eating dead stock and unsold finished product to maintain the shortage of the brand. In any event, these organizations have recently offered clarification and vowed to avoid the practices. For example, in the next 5 years, Burberry plans to hold 130 million tons of scrap leather out of landfills in order to produce new pieces from the materials. So let's proceed to the next benefit of wearing eco-friendly clothing. Besides, eco-friendly clothing can save animal lives. If animals could speak, they would probably say something like, "Please don't wear that." It is not because they are activists and want to save the environment or protect humans' rights, but because they want to save themselves too. According to the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animal program, PETA, 85% of the skins of the fur industry come from animals who were trapped on fur factory farms where they were locked in severely cramped, dirty wire cages. We may not realize it, but animals could directly affected, harmed, and endangered because of beauty and fashion choices. Here is an insight on what fast fashion does to animals just to expand their pocket. We will begin with the most obvious one that the vast majority definitely know about but too often ignored. Exotic fashion items for fur, leather, and animal skins such as jackets and skins are often synonymous with superior quality, elegance, and a costly price. But as much as we may have paid for the luxurious piece, it is worth noting that an animal had to pay a considerably high cost for it to follow through. These animals have to go through forced breeding, food abuse, mistreatment, painful ways of killing, and occasionally even being skinned alive only because of fashion. So, by wearing eco-friendly clothing, we can save thousands of animal lives. The use of cruelty-free substitutes has started to increasingly recognize eco-friendly apparel labels, and this is one for each piece of fashion fabrics such as bags made from recycled seatbelts, polyester made from ocean waste, plant-based compostable sneakers, yeast-based silk, and biofabricated vegan fur. But these days, one of the most sought-after leather substitutes comes from pineapples. The fabric is produced in the harvesting process using the leaves of pineapples, providing a fresh function to byproduct waste. So, what you should do is begin to purchase this product. Sound worth it, isn't it? So next, let us comprehend our last benefit of wearing eco-friendly clothing. Last but not least, eco-friendly clothing does not support child labor. Children are also active in the supply chain in the globalized environment where manufacturers are in a race to the bottom to produce an expensive fashion quickly. There are reportedly 246 million child workers between the ages of 5 and 14 in the country, according to the International Labour Organization. Most child labour is abused in the Asian Pacific region, followed by Sub-Saharan Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean. They constitute a free, obedient, and easily manipulated labour force for corrupt organisations. Some employers want to recruit children because their workers are a convenient target and can fall under the radar too quickly. For example, in the manufacture of cotton, child labour can be seen at all stages of the garment industry. Children are often used to cross-pollinate the cotton plants, harvest the crop, spinning, weaving, and dyeing mills in the cotton industry. In Uzbekistan, children were being forced by the government workers to spend their summer holidays picking cotton and even being threatened with dismissal from school if they don't obey. This is one of the reasons why we should start wearing and support eco-friendly clothing. So, please look for fabric with a certification mark such as Fair Trade Certified, Fair Wear Foundation, Ethical Trading Campaign, or Certified B Company when you choose to buy clothes. These groups ensure that no child labour takes place in the global supply chains and protect the interests of textile workers. They often ensure that their staff, well above prevailing market wages and employed in safe workplace, are paid equally for their jobs. So, the three mentioned points are the benefits of wearing eco-friendly clothing. In a nutshell, eco-friendly clothing gives so many benefits to the people and the planet. By wearing it, we could save the natural resources, save thousands of animal lives, and also indirectly fight against child labour. As you can see, fashion isn't just about you, what you wear, how great you look, and how many people you could flex your new branded clothes to. More than often, there are many living things being involved, and some of them don't even own their voice to speak up. So, let us start wearing eco-friendly clothing and support the slow fashion instead of the fast fashion industry. However, it doesn't mean that you have to throw away your old clothes that did not comply with the eco-friendly clothing criteria. Make a change and be the change. With that, thank you.